Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Yes.
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so
Look at her eyes.
Your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence.
What?
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies.
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're told that they're opening up people to violence?
We have a good time in my class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Right there. It stays right there. So, believe it or not, I looked this young lady up, and get this, she is a law professor at UC Berkeley. Yep, a law professor who's supposed to be an expert in logic, but instead she's an expert in the woke. And crazy shit is, if she treats a sitting member of Congress like this, imagine what she does to the average man or the average person or just anyone else in her classroom that disagrees with her. She's literally insane, passive aggressive, with a hint and dash of woke mixed in with a little bit of pure hatred, and it just seeps through her pores. But even more crazy than all of that is that she's allowed to teach young adults this garbage. Believing that a man could become pregnant is the same thing as believing that 2 + 2 = 5. And the congressman wasn't even being argumentative or aggressive, but it should give you an indication of the modern Western woke society today, where even she is trying to weaponize his words.
I have never and will never flirt with a man for a free drink. Are you kidding me? Paying compliments for cocktails is simply not worth it and a complete waste of time. However, I did manipulate men into buying me drinks by simply capitalizing on their egos. Now, I don't do this anymore, but when I was a broke college student, I would walk into a bar looking fine as fuck and wait for some drunk, unruly man to approach me. After basic introductions are made and I get the feeling that he has something to prove, I look him up and down and say, "You look like you're a big spender. Are you rich?" These poor sons of bitches, their chest puffs up and they say, "I do okay for myself," and that's my cue to say, "Well, then I guess you wouldn't mind buying me a drink, right?" And usually this is met with no contest. They buy me a drink and I dip because duh, but sometimes there's a little resistance.
She just said before that she will have never and will never flirt with a man for a free drink, but she's literally flirting right now. She's literally explaining how she used to flirt. You just can't make this shit up. Just get back in it though.
Enter phase 2. Question their integrity. It's only $12. Are you not actually rich?
That's what they do.
And because this man is drunk, has something to prove, and is undoubtedly trying to impress you, he will buckle and buy you that drink, baby. You're questioning whether or not he's an honest man. He has to prove himself somehow, right? Congratulations, you got a free drink and you didn't have to compliment a man.
Holy moly. Listen. Nice, real women of today, this is your enemy. This is what happens when you don't hold women accountable. They use their natural feminine gifts and the natural art of manipulation in order to create a bad image and or name for all of you. But it's unbelievable how modern women like this think. It's almost as if manipulation is a personality trait for them. And I'm gonna proclaim this right now. The modern woman today has mastered modern manipulation, so much so that it is ingrained into who that they are. Modern women today have to make a choice. Are y'all equals, as y'all proclaim, or are y'all victims of this patriarchy? Because this right here don't look like no victim shit at all. This looks like female privilege at its finest. But get this, if a man uses his swag or his money in order to get women, and he's an F-boy, right? So as of this video right here today, I deem these modern women, these modern manipulators, as F-girls. It is hereby ordained. But the last thing I'll say about this is that, my fellas, if you get tricked by a young, savage young woman like this, it's not her fault. it's yours.
If
My
you need
last
help,
dating
blink
tips
twice.
video went viral because I told y'all the truth. So let me tell y'all a little bit more truth on dating. The reason why I have a Ugandan queen and I don't have an American woman is 3 reasons, okay? Number one,
Wait, hold on. Before he gets into his tips, it says, sister, if you need help, blink twice. Already in this clip, she's blinked about a solid 6 times, but let's get back in it. Number one.
American women are addicted to Instagram.
American
you hear
women
what
addicted.
I'm saying to you? I want a real love. I'm not talking about
Go ahead.
likes. I'm not talking about follows. I'm talking about love in real life.
Talk about it.
And if you want real love, then you need to go to Uganda. Next thing, Americans get up with the hookup culture. All right? You know what hookup culture is? That means you sleep with somebody one day and then you sleep with someone else the next. I'm not about that hookup culture. I'm a one-woman man.
All right.
That's it. Okay? My third reason, and this is it. And I'm really tired that I have to do these videos for y'all, but this is the truth, okay? So please listen and listen good.
I'm listening.
The last time, those American women, they want a career. They want to be the CEO.
Oh.
You know what I want? I want a woman that's going to care more about the family than about the pocketbook.
Oh.
You hear what I'm saying out there?
I hear you.
Listen, I want a woman that's going to take care of the family, that's going to take care of the kids, that's going to be a mother, that's going to be a beautiful wife. That's what I want. And other American men want it too.
They do.
And that's why I got me a Ugandan queen.
Go ahead.
If you listen, and if you listen good, you'll go to Uganda and get you a queen too. Don't make me make another video.
What I find so interesting is the beginning of it, he said, I don't like women posting to the gram, but sir, what are you doing right now? You're posting to the gram. And listen, outside of the aggressive holding in the creepy demeanor of the video, like, he ain't say nothing wrong. But I think what he's bringing up demonstrates the frustration of modern men today. Modern women will shame men that go to other countries for different customs and cultures. But that's the same logic of like a car dealer shaming you for going to another dealership with better quality vehicles in it. It's the same thing. And let's not be the all police as I say that. It's not all, not all, not all. But what if I told you that you can fly to a place where most of which have much more personality traits that are for dudes that want to be a one-woman man. A lot of these dudes are just foregoing their life at home to have much more better chance for women with cultures and customs that are more aligned for them being of marriageable material. A lot of dudes are just fed up and are tired of the bullshit. And this guy is apparently one of them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's survival of the fittest out here. Do the best that you can for who you are, what you look like, how much money that you have, gents. But this just demonstrates the frustration of the modern man, so much so that he will export himself in order to get away from these modern day feminists.
Like, you really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why do T gotta pay for all y'all food though?
All right, so it looks like it's her birthday. There's 18 of y'all. I don't look like there's 18 outside of there right now. Maybe he's just using a bit of hyperbole of why he should not be paying. But yeah, listen, birthday aside, y'all fought for equality, right? Like, or is it just equality when it benefits you? It's not equality when it comes to men still having to pay for all y'all meals. Is that what y'all saying? Let's proceed.
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
Whoa, bro!
Yo, how is it your birthday, but you're demanding your boyfriend's pockets for you and all of your friends? And being her friends, why would you go to a meal knowing that you cannot pay? Like, don't y'all have jobs? But gents, listen to me. If you have an entitled young lady like this, you have to understand that not only does she not understand the concept of money or the concept of hard work and earning your money, but then also she is the type to prioritize her friends or her echo chamber over you. This is why it's important for all of you guys to understand why you should never be a simp, because she's using you and she has no respect. If you treat her like a star, she will treat you like a fan, but you are just her provider. And what's crazy is that women like this will want you to do all of this for her, but meanwhile has a Tyrone or a Pookie or a Chad up on the sidelines who's providing her complete and utter service to her innards. But for you, you're just a provider. And that's what I would say to all of my gentlemen who are particularly successful in life or are good options, because you could be so much of a good option for these young women or do really well for yourself, make a lot of money is that you could be too good of an option if they do not respect you, meaning you could be their beta male provider, and then in return, you'll get their time, attention, and pity vagina. But then on the sideline, she's got a Tyrone waiting in her call log that blows the back out on command, but she expects nothing from that guy. She didn't make that guy wait 3 dates for anything, all right? But you were too good of an option, so she leverages her sex in order to control you, all right? But gents, understand, if she treats you like this, she's not even just for the streets, but she's for the universe, the multiverse, and the omniverse.
We'll be over it. How long do it take you to get there?
It's my birthday. Like, you should have went all out. I don't even have no food.
Hell, I mean, shit. What I had to pay for your food for? You don't want.
Bro, you should have paid for a food, though.
If you supposedly got the check, spend it. Fuck it.
I can't believe you doing this on my birthday.
Who even any of y'all? Like, did y'all pay for any of her food? I ain't seen none of them offer to pay for your food. How? You chill with them all day. You need another nigga. Oh my God. If aggravating was a mother.
Okay. My spidey senses are tingling. I'm starting to think that this is a skit now. All right. Not only is the acting terrible, I saw the dude smiling as he's giving his lines out, but then also the girls in the background are like oddly in the camera shot, and it just doesn't look like it fit. Like they don't look mad, really. It's just bad acting. Anyway, what I think they're trying to communicate here is the average degree of entitlement amongst modern women today. Like if you switch the genders, this video wouldn't even make sense. Like a dude walking out all upset because the girl didn't pay like it wouldn't even make sense. And I also think it works is because there's many men today that have faced similar situations, maybe not paying for 18 of y'all homegirls, but men, as we go through kind of who's at the bill, trust and believe that most men are doing math in their head of kind of what they can afford. Can you afford the whole bill even with your homegirls are there? This is something that goes through most men's heads. But to those men, I say, listen, is your girlfriend gonna let you go up inside those girls too? No? Well, they don't pay for them. They have a job just like you have a job. They brag about being the most educated, which actually isn't true. We've gone over those numbers before, but they are more educated than black men on average. So with that being said, they should have the means to afford their own meal. And if your homegirl is hanging out with young ladies that think in that thought pattern, then that is a red flag for your girlfriend. Because who do you think your girlfriend is gonna go to for advice in times of conflict? Her illogical friends. So trust me, gents, it's way more drama than what it's worth. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Did you guys like today's compilation? Leave me your comments, leave me your thoughts. Post your discussions down in the comment box down below. And make sure you include a timestamp so I know exactly which component of the video you were speaking about. All right? Until next time, you too. Peace!